Hi, I'm V, and I'm a little nervous about today. Thank you for inviting me to come. I feel a little bullied lately by V over there, and I hope this is helpful. Hi, I'm V. I am okay with being here. I guess I'll listen to what you have to say. I think it's kind of made up, but we'll see. Welcome, V. V. I'm V, but you can call me Professor. I've recently been trained in Dr. David Burns is Feeling Good. It is a cognitive behavioral therapy book. And just so you both know what the principles of cognitive therapy are, firstly, cognitive therapy suggests that all your moods are created by your cognitions or thoughts. The second principle is that when you are feeling depressed, your thoughts are dominated by a pervasive negativity. The third principle that Dr. Burns gives is that negative thoughts, which cause you emotional turmoil, nearly always have gross distortions. Although these thoughts appear valid, you will learn that they are irrational or just plain wrong, and that twisted thinking is a major cause of your suffering. Let us get to the first negative thought that we've been thinking. V, why don't you let us know what you've been saying, since it seems like you have these negative thoughts that you've been having.
Well, I think we are a really bad friend. You keep saying that community is so important to you, friendships are so important to you. You don't respond to aunts and uncles and old friends reaching out. Sometimes you don't respond for months. I don't see that changing. I think we're going to just be unhappy.
Okay, V. That was kind of harsh, but let's dissect that. So, think one of the cognitive distortions that's going on here is mental filter. You pick out this negative detail to what's going on and dwell on it exclusively. So, V, why don't you respond to that? You might also want to respond to the labeling that's going on. That instead of describing the error, a negative label is being attached to you both, to us. And there's the fortune teller error going on here. You're anticipating that things will turn out badly, and you feel convinced that your prediction is absolute fact. How do you respond?
We have been reaching out to people. We've been going to different communities, the UU Church for a while, DBSA, MBSR, and I've met people and reached out to them and hung out with them outside of those groups, and they've told me that that's brave and unusual, and they appreciated it. And I do keep up with some people over phone and do a lot of the effort, and they've said they really appreciate that. So I don't think it's really fair. Yeah, I was depressed and I didn't respond to some people for a while, but I am now making progress.
Thank you. That was a thoughtful response. V, would you like to give another negative thought?
I think this is all kind of bullshit. I think that we're just rationalizing away the reality. This self-help, this therapy, it's just going to remove all motivation, giving this fake self-esteem, blowing hot air up your butt.
Thank you, V. I think we see that mental filter going on again. And disqualifying of the positive. You're rejecting the positive experience we've had and just insisting that those don't count. And I think there's also some generalization going on. You're seeing these negative events as a pattern of defeat that's never ending. So maybe you should respond to that as well.
But seeking truth has done us a lot of good. We've been able to meditate and listen to our body more and get some good coping skills, and getting the diagnosis of bipolar and going to a support group has allowed us to see a lot of things at work and navigate a lot of things better.
Good job, V. Okay, what else?
This whole YouTube thing, you don't even like doing it. Sometimes you get really frustrated just setting up a scene or editing. Like, you're just doing it to feel creative because you think you should. You don't have anything really to say. You're a fake. Nothing you do is actually going to help anyone or anything. You should really be ashamed of how bad you're doing. You've been doing this for 14 weeks. You really should be getting much better than you are.
Okay, I think there's some labeling going on there. Also some should statements. Should statements are when you try to motivate yourself with should and shouldn'ts, as if you need to be whipped and punished before you can be expected to do something. The emotional consequence is guilt. Why don't you respond to that, V?
Yeah, I mean, I did get upset, but I'm a perfectionist somewhat, and I'm working on that. And yeah, sometimes things aren't frustrating. Sometimes camera glitches, or I forget to start the audio recording. But there are other parts of it that are really fun and rewarding, and it's interesting to get better at something and be thinking about something that is just for myself and for other people and not for money. So
Yes. Okay, let's dissect another thought you've been having.
More on the kind of social stuff and your anxiety. Like, I mean, even if you did get over that, your friends don't even like you. That one friend you reached out to, he kind of ignored you and didn't even tell you that dance night that you really said you liked started again. It's because he doesn't want to be your friend anymore. You should just stop trying. You feel the best, like, with a beer on the couch, so drink up. Sink into those destructive thoughts, They're not destructive, they're real.
That one, I think we have a lot of cognitive distortions going on. I think we have an example of magnification or catastrophizing. You're just only seeing this one event as important and blowing it out of proportion. I also see some mind reading. You're arbitrarily concluding that someone is reacting negatively to you. I think there's also some personalization going on. You're seeing yourself as the cause of a negative event that you're actually not really primarily responsible for. Why don't you respond to that, V?
we don't know why he didn't tell us about that. Maybe he forgot. Maybe he just wanted his closest friends there that day. Why assume the worst? It doesn't help anything. Why not assume the best? He can tell us if he doesn't want us to be there.
So I think we are in a good place where V has expressed some of what they've been feeling, and you've seen that V is sometimes correct and that you are sometimes misguided in what you have to say. I think this has been a productive session.
I think this has been helpful, and I hope we can have more of these conversations. Well, I guess I learned something. I mean, I think you're right that sometimes I get a little carried away. Maybe we shouldn't listen to me all the time.
Goodbye, my beautiful NBs, my strong bipolar friends too, and all of you allies, brazen and free, so long and blessed be.